Hello. So I just went down the rabbit hole of YouTube and found myself on some influencers' vlogs, where basically, and like maybe I'm just really late to this, they basically just film themselves on the phone, just doing their normal shit, and fuck loads of people watch it. I mean, well, I can do that. Well, scars everywhere as well. This is what a Wednesday night in the life of Emily looks like. I've just finished a webinar looking like this, I know, to the clients that I do business mentoring with. They love that I rock up looking like this. I am very generous with the knowledge that I give, but yes, I look like this because I came off a run before I went on to the webinar. Get over it. Why do I need to be in a suit? This is my dinner. I wonder if I can turn it round. I don't think I can. Hang on. Edit. So I ate some nuts, raw nuts, from Source, which is the raw nut shop. They sell other things, not just raw nuts. I then ate some Maggie Bear crackers, which were fucking horrible, and I ate all of them, so I can't show you them, with some camembert, and I finished off this very mediocre dip, and then treated myself with an orange. Other things about my life that I could show you that are not inappropriate. Currently reading this. I'm currently reading a fair amount of books. Also very good with the light. Very good with the light. This book, my coach sent to me actually. 1 and 1 is 3 by Dave Trott. Short little chapters, which I like because of my very short attention span. And it's just about thinking differently and thinking creatively. And, you know, problem solving in a different way and doing something different. Like just little anecdotes and little examples from the past, which we could all learn from, couldn't we? The old past. Thank God for the past. Think and Grow Rich is a book that I've read more times than I can count. I learn something new from it every time I read it. So I read a chapter of that as well today. Also, on a continual basis, reading my own material that I teach my clients, Next Level Results, and in terms of fiction, because I read before I go to sleep every single night. I'm reading this book, which is for my book club, actually, because otherwise I don't think I would have picked it up. But I'm medium rare enjoying it. I'm enjoying bits of it. And then I'm a bit like, Lisa Halliday. Is this interesting? I don't really get it. Makeup is a thing that people want to know about. I will show you mine. So, I went into Mecca one day and came out poorer, and my face still looks like this. But what I do use on the daily is this when it's sunny, and I probably should use it all the time, this tinted zinc Daywear stuff. It smells like a dog's balls. So there's that joy. This, actually, I really like this stuff. I just slap it on. Obviously, not right now. But like, I use this brush and I just do that on my face and then it's on. So all joy to a very simple, like a pure radiant tinted moisturizer. Then I quite like this actually, all piss taking aside, I use this Hourglass stuff. Do not contour. So I tried it once, made my nose bigger. Stop it. If you can imagine that was a thing. But I do sometimes do something with this on top of my cheeks. With the same brush. Then I use this, also Hourglass, which again, like, is nice. Whatever, I don't really understand. But this, I think the 3 colours are different for a reason, but I just, with a brush, go, and then it's done. I feel like a grown-up when I do it. I feel like I used to see my mum do that, you know, like... And I'm not even really sure if it does anything, but I do feel proper grown up. Do I use eyeshadow? Not really. This is my eyebrow pencil. Yep, Occasionally my eyebrows look like each other, but most of the time they look like they're from different faces, and but there's nothing I can do about that. And then I use this, a mascara. People ask me about my eyelashes. They are mine, but I do use Lilash. This is not a sponsored post, but if you want to sponsor me, this shit is expensive, so fucking send me some free shit, man. It stops your eyelashes falling out. So not a sponsored ad. And now I'm washing up. This is quite interesting. Little things that I do in order to create like good habits and in order to create some structure, because I'm not structured. I'm fucking floopy, man, and like really scrappy. And I obviously run my own business. I'm a mindset coach. I have lots of shit going on, and if I'm not quite strict with myself, I'm like, just like, and fuck all gets done, or it gets done in a panic, or and so before I go to bed, I always make sure that I map out what I'm going to do the next day to the time. Let me see if I can show you this. And I do it in 30-minute chunks. So every day I like in 30-minute chunks what I'm going to do. And like the first thing is like wake up and drink a coffee and like come to, and I write out my goals every single day, so I make sure that that's ready to go, like over and over and over again, like a mental person, because it really engages my subconscious mind with where I want to go. It reminds me of who I need to be in the day, gets me excited, gets me energized, gets me thinking creatively, gets me thinking differently. I just find it a really useful exercise. It is sort of manifesting 101. Again, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So like just little things like when I try and exercise first thing in the morning, because otherwise I got all day to convince myself that this bitch don't need to do nothing. So like I lay out my gym clothes and stuff like a mental person. But if it's there and it's really obvious, then I'm much more likely to do it. So when I walk into my wardrobe, I do have a whole room that is dedicated to my wardrobe, which does make me sound like an influencer. It's not. It's just that there was a room that I didn't have anything to do with. Like, it's got no windows. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just shove my clothes in there. So when I walk in there in the morning, my gym gear is ready to go. And so when I ignore that, I feel guilty. So that just works for me. I just spat all over myself. So yes, before I go to bed at night, I write down in the half-hour blocks up until my laptop closes what I'm going to do that day, and look, if it goes a bit crazy or whatever, all good. And yeah, make sure everything's out and organised and everything's tidy and filed and everything. I didn't used to do that, and it was harder. I find that like just giving myself half an hour to organise what has happened in my day and then set myself up for the next day means that I'm just a bit more productive, and I feel less anxious when I wake up in the morning. You know, when you wake up and you're like, I've got shitloads to do, but I don't know what I've got to do. Oh, that feeling, like knowing that I know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, kind of relieves that feeling for me. So, ta-da! Also, the vlogs, day in the life vlogs of other people, they're like half an hour long. I've just looked at all the videos I've done. That's going to make up like 6 minutes. I just don't know if I'm that interesting. I don't know if what I watched was that interesting. I watched like literally 3.5 minutes of some other fucker playing with her dog on a beach. I don't even like dogs, but I'm just watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how to stop my own video.